Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Yeah, it seems like it's just getting worse and worse for Corey Holcomb. This may literally be the beginning of the end. We just did a reaction about how Darlene got at him about misplaced anger, although she said no names. He's pretty aggressive toward women, so we probably shouldn't even have labeled that as toward him, since she did not take the liberty to do so herself. We'll just pray for her safety, because we see he has a propensity to be quite physically violent toward women while exercising tons of amounts of restraints with men. But now, shout out to Puerto Flacco. I don't know if Puerto Flacco did this research himself and compiled these clips or not. However, it is crazy. You see the title, man. And mind you, the first joke I ever heard this dude tell was about his infant daughter. He said that he foresaw in her future that she was a whore slut because she used her baby bottle before she was 1 year old. She was just weeks old, and she took the bottle and she shaked the milk all over her face. And he said, I knew she was going to be a hoe right there. And when he came out on the stage, that was his opening joke, and he announced that he believed that that joke would send him to hell. And I just thought that was a very dark brand of humor. I was a lot younger, and it still rubbed me the wrong way, but it was palatable to some extent. Now, all these other statements and claims and allegations, well, this don't look good in light of that, man. He's doubled down. I had no idea he had such a filthy mind frame when it comes to minors and intimacy and sexuality. We know he goes for shock value a lot, but I mean, this literally takes the cake. Puerto Flacco doing the heavy lifting, but with no further ado, let's see what Corey, the gory, has been up to. It's downright disgusting. Oh, my mama.
Pussy, that's the best I'm saying.
Right. Please keep this piece of tape for future references. I'm telling you now, when they go after me, they get dirt like a
Corey Holcomb's career might be over after these new allegations. They are accusing Corey Holcomb of being a PDF, and the receipts are going mega viral and gaining a lot of steam. It feels like the more these receipts go viral, Corey Holcomb's career might be over, bro. The ending may be near. And the worst part about it all, this damage is self-inflicted. They're just using Corey's own admissions against him. I don't know what Corey was thinking coming on the podcast and admitting to certain things he admitted to, but now the world is watching.
When I was in Iceland, you don't have to be no 18. I think it was 13, maybe 14.
Yeah.
That's a grunt. The vagina been on this planet 14 years. I've said this before on the show.
Yeah. He is a fool. Now imagine being in public somewhere, at a venue, anywhere, and encountering this dude with your daughter around of this age. How does he not have more tact than this? How do he not know better, just instinctively, that this is not appropriate to even think, let alone say on a public platform?
Also, do you know if a woman 16 years old gives you a baby, that...
Look how distorted his brain is to say, do you know if a woman 16 years old, and nobody under the sound of his voice can relate to a 16-year-old being classified as a woman. I don't care about these far countries you visited and how their culture operates. That is totally foreign to us. 16-year-olds are not women.
That is going to be 16, 17, 18, 19. That is going to be one of the healthiest babies possible.
First red flag was Corey Holcomb knowing the age of consent in various countries. Any man even having access to that information makes me feel icky. But yet alone a 60-year-old, that's nasty, bro. Second red flag was him saying, I've said this before. So this is an opinion that he has really thought about, sat with, and dissected, and he still didn't see anything wrong with him saying this.
Right.
Well, at that age, they've been on the planet long enough They're in their prime developmental wise to create a life.
Man, the men around him should have been called into task. This dude is trash.
We have talked about this at length before, so every word he says is intentional. When he says they are in their prime to conceive, you don't have to ask Corey, who are they conceiving with? Who are they having a baby with? Only grown men are in a position to take care of a family and lead a household. So this is him advocating for them to have babies with grown men. But what are we doing here, man?
But you're taught in America something different.
Those eggs are buoyant. You could dribble them eggs. They got bounce back.
Craig Smith is almost 50. Corey Holcomb is almost 60. And they're sitting on a podcast talking about how 14-year-olds have bounce back. Yo, come on, bro. Like, yo, that's absurd. Now, to make things worse, Corey Holcomb went on another podcast and he admitted to testing out the young women in Iceland. Now, the same young women that he claims, were 13, 14 and ready to conceive.
You go to other countries, I'm just saying, in America, most people only know what they know in America, but I've been to other countries, and in Iceland, I think the legal age to get with a girl is 13 years old.
Oh, my God.
Right, it blows people's mind when they hear it. But in Iceland, R. Kelly is not a criminal.
He's trying to get extradited.
He's a normal guy in Iceland. I went to Iceland, and you just can't offer him money and gifts. And I thought that was so unfair that you couldn't give him nothing after you was done.
His logic is so ignorant because if it's legal, it's okay, huh? So there was a time where the water faucet said whites only. That was okay because it was legal. So you travel to foreign because there's a society that has a lower age for tolerance. You have no moral connection to your decision to refrain from 13-year-olds. This has nothing to do with you realizing you're too old for them. That is crazy, easy, nazy work. Oh my mama.
This dude crazy.
I'm not going to Iceland.
So I assume you've been to Iceland and you took advantage of the laws. Is that what you're saying?
I had a great time in Iceland.
Wait, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there.
The age of consent in Iceland is 13. Did you take advantage of the laws in Iceland? Man, I had a great time in Iceland. You just can't give them gifts afterwards. After you're done with them. You can't give them gifts because that would count as trafficking. So he full on admitted that he did what he did in Iceland. Full on admitted to it. Now, a lot of people will point to, Corey Holcomb is joking. He's making a joke. But at one point, you teetered the line so much that we got to say, I don't know, bro. I don't know, son. Even how Corey Holcomb talk about young women is disturbing. There was a story on the Corey Holcomb podcast he told about, I think, like a 5-year-old. Right? And this story makes me uncomfortable to this day.
This past weekend, I saw this little girl. She had a Welch's grape juice bottle in her mouth.
Yeah, he's disgusting. He has issues. But just imagine what I told you he said about his infant daughter. Now here it is. He's talking about a 5-year-old girl. To watch how graphic and convinced he seems to be about this. This is a sick man. Oh, my mama. I couldn't believe he said what he about to say.
And she was about 5. She had the whole bottle as far as it'll go, just sucking on it, walking with her mama. Somebody said, get that out her mouth. When they took it out her mouth, that baby said, You know when she stopped crying? When a man picked her up and put her in her lap and started bouncing with her. Then she stopped crying and was looking like this. I said, that's a little growing right there. And everybody will say, Corey, what are you talking about? Corey, you crazy. Get the out of here. This little girl was in her bliss with her mouth wide open. She was just, it had the cap on it and everything. They took it out her mouth. Then a man picked her up and started shaking her on his knee, and she was like, I said, that's a little, it's just Corey Holcomb crazy. I almost want to go back and ask about that little girl and do a documentary on her life. So one day I can show I know what I'm talking about. But in this society, I'm a bad guy.
Seeing a child suck on their bottle and your mind go to fellatio, you are a disturbed human being. Seeing a child get rocked back and forth to comfort and your mind goes to bedroom positions, you are a disturbed human being. Calling a child a hoe for doing things that kids do is disturbing. You are a disturbed human being. This is not normal.
That ain't nothing no little girl do unless she has the urge to do things like that. She has the urge to be satisfied. But ain't nobody gonna peep it. Corey bad. Corey bad. Everybody, Corey, you hear what Corey said? The little girl took the bottle out of her mouth and he said she gonna be a yes. And if it was more men in the house, the little daughters wouldn't be walking around with things preparing their jaw for hustle. Her jaw is being prepared for hustle. And this was a little girl.
Her teeth aren't.
Baby Goobler. I like that.
You should have sat it out, Darlene, and just think he turned on her. She knew she wasn't supposed to participate. That was a silent room in there. She should have kept that silence judging him.
A grown woman is next to Corey Holcomb participating in this. She says, oh, her teeth not preparing her for fellatio. What? A baby teething makes you think about If you think this is the worst of it, nah, bruh. It gets worse.
Me for real, one day I was living with this lady and her daughters crawled in the bed and I ain't have on
Yeah.
I was up under the cover.
Wow.
And I was like, oh And one of her
Tell
daughters
Mike,
was like,
rest in peace.
Her daughter was, she was in high school. I think she was 15.
Yeah, he's a nasty, disgusting. Anybody that keeps company with him, you got to really, really start like doing an inner search. Damn, Craig, this the type of nigga he is. Nigga's nasty, filthy. I can't believe nobody ain't hurt this dude already about their babies. This dude is something else. That's crazy.
Still not legal. You just can't tell your true thoughts.
What true thoughts can you not say about your 15-year-old step? What true thoughts are in your head about your 15-year-old stepdaughter that you can't say? And also, if you were naked under the covers, why did you allow her to crawl up under the covers? Well, wouldn't hey, yo, wait, we about to put on clothes, chill. Wouldn't that have sufficed? But Corey Holcomb, when he tells the story, it becomes perfectly clear that he thought there was a possibility or he thought like she wanted him or something. Like she kept on sending him signs.
Her daughter was going to be thick like her mama. I know that much.
Yeah.
I knew her daughter was a bust down. She got pregnant like a year after I moved out. She was 16. I knew she was going to get pregnant, goddamn, because she used to do shit. She used to do shit to let me know, damn, this is trying to get me in trouble.
Oh.
Her name was Tiffany. Right. All of you kids.
Yeah, she has a documentary.
Kid pussy, that's the best I'm saying.
See, you heard. Run that back and hair from his mouth again.
Right. All of you kids.
Yeah, she has a documentary.
Kid pussy, that's the best I'm saying.
There are some sick dudes out there who will probably excuse this as jokes. Ain't nothing funny about saying a kid woohoo is the best woohoo out here. A kid woohoo is better than an adult woohoo. Because one, how would you know? If you're not somebody who engage in, how would you know if you don't engage with children? But it's all jokes, right?
You better watch your kids. Want some type real bad.
Jesus Christ.
Can you get charged if you spoon a child? Like,
I mean,
get behind him, make him take all his clothes off, and you hug him like that.
I'm
Is that
pretty
a
sure.
charge?
Yes, Graham.
What is
pretty
that?
Sure.
Not no penetration, just
Doesn't have to be penetration. It's so you can't
That's
be
love.
You can. Okay, hold
What
on.
if it's a stepchild?
Okay, I don't know where we're going with this, but
I'm just asking. They got these charges. I'm trying to see what the charges gonna be.
The wedding ring.
Somebody called me Corey Kelly because I said spoon.
Oh, good one.
I would never
Or Corey Epstein.
spoon.
Corey Kelly has more of alliteration, more of a ring with it. Corey Kelly, concerned with kids. Keep your kids away from Corey Kelly. Man, this dude is disgusting, downright dirty.
A child. I'm asking what happens if you do it. It's called research.
Who mind goes there? Who mind goes to, yo, bro, how much time would I get if I just spoon instead of like the full thing? Like if I just spoon, do I get a couple years off my sentence? Why are you thinking about this, bro?
Right. Please keep this piece of tape for future references. I'm telling you now, when they go after me, they get dirt like a I'm here to tell you, if they go through my computer, they gonna be like Corey, like what else can I put out there?
Snacks.
I mean, I'm a big in the child. I'm gonna check my browser, goddamn.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That woman is like at a point in her life where she is. What? It's just nobody likes to say shit like that in a.
Exactly, bro, because it's not acceptable, appropriate. It's not kosher, bro. And the fact that you so comfortable saying it, bro, I'm going to have to, hey, bro, I'm second guessing any Nia that keep company with this dude moving forward. Craig, you get a pass for the pass. But, bro, your character is too rich for you to, come on, bro. Come on, man. So we just going, what has he done to deserve this type of pass? I know Prince get a pass for showing his ass, but he's in a whole other class. What do this dude get for, what? Michael Jackson gets a pass. What has he done to get a pass, bro? This dude is all bad. Not Michael Jackson don't get a pass on those allegations, but I mean, in just the fact that he is extremely eccentric, does things that are not necessarily masculine, and we overlook it. This dude, because of his brilliance and his greatness, such as Prince, this dude, bro, we thought he was one of us, bro. He sold us out, bro. This dude ain't no good. He like Jeff from Subway. Oh, my mama talking about his browser and all this. Ugh. It shows Arrested Development. He's always having something derogatory to say about grown women. And then you hear him express all this attraction and affection toward children. It's deep.
America, because you can get in trouble for that. Now, I don't want no woman that's 16, 17, 18 because of the laws and because of the mental state she's in.
Epstein Island, that'd be a great movie. Yeah. What was happening on Epstein Island?
He said because of the laws, bro. I'm 50 years old. I don't care if I was in my 30s or my 20s. 16 years old is so far removed from what is capable of satisfying, pleasing, and attracting me. It's crazy. And, you know, to think that this dude is a public figure, entertainer, celebrity, which seems like to dictate your access should increase, of qualified companions, to think you have Epstein in you to where you are attracted to minors. It just blows my mind. Always speaking on somebody, always in somebody's business. This dude's a real freakazoid, kink monster. Disgusting.
So you telling me?
Oh my God, they weren't children. They were.
What the f?
There you go. Now you don't.
What do you mean? I said no, and I said
You wouldn't watch it if it was a movie. It ain't real.
I ain't watching.
Ask asking you what you watching. No.
Fuck and no. There you
Marcus,
go.
you won't watch
That's
it.
my got there.
D.
That's ridiculous. He knows what he's doing.
I know he
He's
knows.
one of these
I
guys
know
on
he knows.
Jeopardy.
Yeah, I know he knows what he's doing.
Corey asked his co-host what he thought was a stumping question, what he thought was a question that was difficult, and that question was, man, what went on Epstein Island? You mean to tell me that if they put out a movie of kids getting effed, you wouldn't watch it?
Oh God, I never, ever watched that video of R. Kelly allegedly peeing on the minor. It was the hottest things in the streets. I've been in actual homes where I'm in one room and there's a group of people watching in the next room. I never, ever was motivated to go. And I was pretty young back then, and I still knew better that I had no desire to lay my eyes on what they said was a 14-year-old having sex. I just wouldn't do it. Neither should you.
No. That's not a hard. No. But in Corey's head, that was like a hard question, as if like that was something enticing. No, it's not enticing.
Corey, wish my baby happy 16th birthday.
Aww.
Hell, she ain't yours, so this is easy. She turning sweet 16 Saturday. Hey, what's up? Make sure. Hey, look, I don't know her name. Isabella. What is her name? Dita 605? Dita 605? Listen, I want to wish your daughter a happy birthday. Her sweet 16. It's a beautiful age. And you make sure you and your daughter have counseling so that if she's broke, cat daddies like me ain't in that ass by the time she's 21 through 30. Because if you don't bring them up right, I'm going to be with them on their birthday. I was at the mall with the little broke bitch. We was in Victoria's Secret. And I'm sitting there at the counter. I'm like, what's up? She needs to get measured for a bra. She never been measured for a bra. And she want to have the right size on instead of the Walmart bras. And the lady was like, oh, that is so sweet. Is this your daughter? I said, I'm standing up in this little bitch.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't a laugh when I said that. It wasn't a laugh. The lady looked like, I was like, I got a couple of dollars. I get to smash little cute young girls like this that come from poverty. I'm standing up in her.
So when we keep trying to give him the pass of being a joke, he letting us know he's not playing. He means everything he's saying. I'm cool on Cuz. There ain't no bounce back. He's trash. There's no redeeming this type of rhetoric.
Do you need a bro? My brother's daughter was with a group of us. We were at the hotel because my mom was in town. D, was you there?
Yep, I brought the cake.
I know how to do babies.
It was super cute though.
Everybody was trying to get her attention, but she wouldn't do nothing but hug her daddy because she didn't know us like that.
It's true.
I didn't pay her no attention. I just kept looking away. But I talk, my voice carries. And she kept looking.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, what happened, D?
She went right to him. It was almost like,
I'm the one wasn't paying her no attention.
And everybody like this.
Is this dude describing how he has a natural risk for infants? He knows how to do babies, not pay him no attention, and then eventually they showing you the attention. Is that not what realness say you supposed to do to the baddies? While everybody trying to get at him, you act like you don't notice them, and that causes them to be intrigued. Why everybody else paying attention to me and you not? He describing he does this with babies. This dude is disgusting. He's the devil. He's downright dark. Ugh.
What? Like,
You know what that told me?
What?
She gonna be getting put up in her when she grow up.
God, why did I?
Some people will excuse this behavior as edgy comedy. I'm not excusing this, man.
I'm starting to think Darlene deserves any disrespect she suffered under being around Corey. All that misplaced anger, so what? If you tolerated all this and co-signed it like it was cool, you are definitely part of the problem. He's been bullshit.
I think it's up to Corey to come on his podcast and say, hey, bruh, Yeah, what I said in the past about them babies is crazy. I don't know what I was thinking. But knowing Corey, bro, he's not about to apologize for nothing, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? All right.
We're not going to be in your comment section right here, but I'm going to tell you what I think about it. Thank you for bringing this, putting this together, because I have zero respect for Corey. End of story. He's disgusting, downright gory, no glory.
Where you California?
No, for real, you know, I'm serious though.
Watts, baby.
I know where you from though. Where you from?
Eastside PJ Watts.
I'm from Grace 2 Rock, nigga.
Right.
They call you, homie?
Big Slice.
Big Slice?
Yes, yes.
All right, nigga, they call me Puto, cuz.
Right.
Wasn't that hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.